All right, guys, I think I finally found a car that I want to build next on the channel. So right here, I have a 2006 Nissan 350Z. It does have the up rev motor, so it's not a HR. I thought it would have been, but I guess the hood makes a difference. On the outside, this car is really nice. I like the silver, very nice car. Go ahead and jump in and show you. So inside the car, it's very nice and clean. Doesn't look too bad. Besides the cracked windshield, but we'll get into more of that. So I recently just picked this up a couple days ago over in Denver. Now this is the part I like about the car. It has 70,000 miles on the car. Starts up great, no problem, 6-speed. I do have the Carfax that I got from the dealer, so I'll show you guys that soon. We can take it for a quick little loop around over here. Not too bad. It's basically like my Infiniti over there. Like same motor and everything, except this one's just completely stock. So we'll go ahead and loop around right here. So go ahead and pull up into the garage. Come at an angle. If you are familiar with my channel, I am in a different garage now. I recently moved, so dude, I get these freaking keys mixed up. I was trying to start it with my Infiniti key the whole time when I first started, and I was like, what the heck is going on? But yeah. So like I said before, really great car, looks good. I got it for a really good price. Like, I would probably say it's a steal. But the only thing wrong with it is right here. I think sometime back in July they got in an accident. Not really sure what happened. This wheel might be off a little bit due to the accident, and jack it up on all fours so that we can go under and I can show you guys how clean this thing is underneath. So we'll start off with the back. It is leaking from the diff bushing. Most of the time the rear differential bushings are always blown out anyways. So I'll have to get a different one, probably go with a solid one. And then I would like to drop the subframes and do solid bushings on the subframes too. And then right here. But the back does look pretty good. Pretty clean. All stock muffler. The only thing is right there, it has a pretty big dent from the front end damage. And there's like these other parts, like right here is a little up from whatever they jumped. I think there's a part back there that's kind of messed up, but nothing too major. This part's a little messed up, but the transmission looks very clean. Just your usual dirt and probably a little grime. This one does have, if you go on my channel, I actually did swap out this transmission brace for the shifter on my G35, and I also did solid bushings for that, which we'll end up doing solid bushings for this one. But it's kind of cool how it already has this revised version. It does have the carbon fiber drive shaft. There we go. So that's what the stuff looks like. Pretty clean, even up in that area on both sides. Debating if I want to do long tubes or short tubes like the Tomeys I have. I would like to try long tubes just because I know it gives a little more torque. Gasket behind this probably needs changed. We have a little bit of oil right there and right here, but nothing anywhere else really. Everywhere else looks pretty clean. Now we're going to talk about some of the damage that it has. And so right now we're on the driver's side. Right here, this hole and this part on the other side is what's a little messed up and kinked. This looks pretty good, the front frame railing. This does have a bend to it. I checked my Infiniti and it does the same thing. So right there, that hole and this piece of metal are a little kinked. When I rub my fingers across that, it's not supposed to be kinked up, it's supposed to be smooth. And this one's supposed to be a little bit more of a circle than an oval. Under here, which it does have fluid, but that's just because of the overflow tank up there. When I disconnected it earlier, I kind of spilled some fluid. But down here, right on that part right there with the frame bar, it's a little kinked, not too bad. The bash bar and everything looks pretty good. So enough about the underside of the car. So it doesn't have a hood rod, so I have to use this wood to keep it up. Underneath, everything looks exactly like my Infiniti, but stock. It is very clean though. Like over here, looks very clean. It does have, I think, the Z-tube, which we can use. Over here, looks really clean down there. Like even the exhaust manifolds don't have any oil on them, which I would say this car was probably well taken care of then. So from over here, they did leave the bolts in on this side, which I don't understand why. Because over here they took them out. I don't know if that was to help relieve stress from everything twisting. But I know those will probably line up right. And this, of course, not. Next thing, if I remove this air box, unplug the MAF, and pop this back. Go ahead and remove the air box here. So this side of the frame rail is good, especially down here under these lines. It looks nice and straight. Perfect. Then if I take this hose off to the radiator into the overflow tank, which one thing I noticed, the cap is on that side and on the Infiniti it's on this side. Kind of cool, something different. So we'll set that down. The only other damage I really see is right here. It's pretty crinkled up. It can definitely be pulled and worked back, but yeah, that's the part. Down here, that doesn't look damaged, but over here, you can see that little bit of rust on the top. It popped away from the, I'm guessing like the welded pinpoint. I'll have to take this off, take the front bumper and everything off. I don't think I have to take the radiator core off, just most of this. But I'd also want to remove this, the fenders, the hood. That fender could probably stay. So when I take it to a body shop, they don't have to do all that. And they can just kind of see already right where they need to fix. Now, we're going to start checking out the interior. So we have a strut bar that is twisted. I don't think they can fix that. But hopping in, it's not too bad. Nice and clean. Let's see, put the keys in. Everything works. Mileage. I can go through and, you know, set everything on that little gauge, which works good. I have it set to 6,000. I just set that. The top looks really clean. This side's nice. There is a little bit of scratching and all that, like you would find on some of the Z's, but nothing too bad that would like irritate me or anything. It does have the same setup as the Infiniti, where you pull this out and all that. I think these are like seat warmers. The radio does work really good. I went through, tested all the speakers in this thing, and they work perfectly fine and sound great. The shifter is great. We need a short throw later, but that's good. Hazards work besides that front one. AC works, blows good and everything. So yeah, that's the interior. Nothing right here. I really don't need it. I don't really care for all that. I guess, oh, right here too. Very dirty. We can go through and clean that sometime. Yeah. So we have 70,000 miles, 5 previous owners. Back in 2006, they had 1 to 3 owners that put about 40,000 miles almost. The 4th owner put 43,000. Within a year and 7 months, they only put about 4,000 miles on the car. So that's really low. The fifth owner had it for about 10 years almost. 57 miles, subtracted from 43,100. Wow. So 27,000 miles. If we would put 27,000 miles at 10 years, that's 2,700 miles almost per year. So not too bad. Through, kind of cool. The car did go to Long Beach, California. So in 2010, it came to Colorado and has been here since. And that's about it, really. There's, like I said, nothing else very important. I did pick this up a day, like 2 days later, but it's for the HR motor, which was the 07 to 08. Looked at the picture, it looked like one intake, but when I got there, it was 2 intakes. They wanted 200 for this. The guy had it for like 8 years, but I ended up picking it up for 100 because I was like, I didn't know that. He's like, well, I don't need it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to sell that on Facebook Marketplace, and then maybe try to get some parts for this car from that money. So that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Peace out.